Imagine walking alone at night, and suddenly you feel someone watching you. You turn around, nothing. But the truth is, he's already there, hidden, waiting, ready to strike. Welcome back to the channel, horror fans. Today we're rediving deep into the chilling backstory of one of Dead by Daylight's most terrifying and psychologically tormenting killers, Ghostface. Before we unmask this phantom, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because you don't want to miss the darkest stories lurking in the fog. Trust me, the entity has plenty more nightmares to share, and this channel is your front row seat to all of them. Ghostface isn't just a mask. He's a predator who thrives on fear, a stalker who relishes the hunt more than the kill itself. He toys with his victims, letting the paranoia build until it's almost unbearable, and only then does he make his move. In the world of Dead by Daylight, he's infamous for his stealth. He can crouch behind a low wall, peek around a corner, and watch you work on a generator, completely invisible to your terror radius. You'll feel a chill run down your spine, but you won't know why until it's far too late. By the time you spot him, you're already marked, exposed, and helpless. But where did this modern nightmare come from? What twisted mind lies behind that iconic screaming visage? Let's peel back the mask, one layer at a time, and uncover the disturbing tale of the man who became Ghostface. It's a story of obsession, ego, and a desperate need to be the center of attention, even if it means creating his own headlines in blood.
Ow.
While the Ghostface persona is obviously inspired by the legendary killer from the Scream movies, the version we encounter in Dead by Daylight has his own unique and sinister identity. In the fog, he is Danny Johnson, a freelance journalist working under the pen name Jed Olson. Danny was based in a small town, Roseville, where life was painfully dull. He was ambitious, craving a big story that would launch his career, but nothing ever happened. So, consumed by frustration and a narcissistic desire for fame, he decided if he couldn't find a good story, he would create one. He would become the story. Danny donned the Ghostface costume and began a series of murders, meticulously planning and executing each one. He wasn't just a killer, he was a director. He used his camera to stalk his victims, documenting their final moments of pure, unadulterated fear. He would then report on his own crimes, adding fabricated details and inside information that only the killer could know. This obsession with watching, recording, and killing made him the perfect candidate for the entity, a being that feeds on hope and despair. It saw his talent for creating terror and invited him into its realm, where he could practice his dark art for eternity. In the game, Ghostface's gameplay perfectly mirrors his twisted origin. He's all about stealth and psychological warfare. His primary ability, Night Shroud, allows him to become undetectable. This means his terror radius and red stain disappear completely, letting him sneak up on unsuspecting survivors. While in Night Shroud, he can lean from behind cover and stalk. If he stalks a survivor for long enough without being spotted, they become exposed, meaning a single hit will put them into the dying state. This creates an incredibly tense game of cat and mouse. Survivors must constantly be scanning their surroundings, looking for that flash of black robes or a pale white mask peeking from behind a tree. His add-ons can make this even more terrifying, allowing him to stalk faster or recover his power quicker. The counterplay is just as intense. The survivor looks directly at him for a short period. They can reveal him, breaking him out of Night Shroud and temporarily disabling his power. This forces a constant state of high alert. You can't just focus on generators. You have to be a detective, constantly looking over your shoulder. Because if you don't spot him in time, he'll strike with devastating speed. And the only thing you'll hear is the triumphant sound of his camera's flash. So what makes Ghostface so uniquely terrifying? It's not about jump scares or overwhelming power. It's about the primal fear of being watched. Unlike killers like the Trapper who control the environment or the hillbilly who relies on brute force, Ghostface's greatest weapon is paranoia. It turns the entire map into a potential hunting ground, where any corner could be his hiding spot. That feeling that you're never truly safe, that someone could be observing you at any moment, is a psychological burden that weighs on players throughout the entire match. It's not just about escaping the trial. It's about surviving the constant gnawing feeling that someone is always right behind you, just out of sight. He doesn't just chase you. He makes you fear the chase itself, long before it even begins. He represents that modern fear of being recorded without your consent, of your worst moments being captured for someone else's sick entertainment. That's a horror that feels unsettlingly real, and it's why Ghostface has secured his place as one of the game's most dreaded and effective killers. So, what do you think? Is Ghostface the scariest killer in Dead by Daylight? Or is there another who haunts your nightmares? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your most terrifying encounters with him. Have you ever been stalked off a generator, only to be downed in one hit? Let me know. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the lore, do me a huge favor and like this video. It really helps the channel grow. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss the next nightmare. We drag out of the fog. We've got plenty more stories to tell. Until next time, keep your eyes open, because Ghostface might already be watching you. Thanks for watching.